Doki Doki Encore is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated with Team Salvato. It's designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at that place. By playing Doki Doki Encore, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within. I agree! Sup, it's Hallie, and welcome to Doki Doki Encore! You see, my mod queue ran out, and people were like, I was asked on the place, was like, hey, you guys, what should I play in the meantime? And they were like, Encore! And I was like, fine. I've heard things about this mod that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I guess we're going to see how it plays out. We'll talk about the stuff as it happens. I want to give it a fair shake. It's a multi-route mod that is supposed to serve as like a sequel to the original, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, new game. Hallie. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, Agent Gold worked on this introduction so that the person singing the song zips forward. It's based on that old popular song from some fan made. I forget what it's called. I was never fond of it. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Here we go. Welcome to Doki Doki Encore. Before we begin, you need to answer a few quick questions. Sayori confessed to you in the base game. Did you accept Sayori's confession? If you click yes, you'll be starting off on her route in this mod. If you click no, you won't start on her route. Oh. Well, you know, I was kind of going to start with Sayori first anyway, so I guess we'll say yes. Good, now there's Yuri and Natsuki. In the base game, you chose to spend the weekend with one of them for the festival preparations. If you chose no on the last question, you'll either start off on Yuri's or Natsuki's route in this mod, depending on who you choose next. If you chose yes on the last question, well, you'll see how things will go now, won't you? Who did you help prepare for the festival? Yuri. Shall we begin, Hallie? Every good story needs an encore. I guess we shall. As I regain consciousness, I'm greeted by a sharp pain in my forehead. This pain is almost unbearable. I stand up slowly, clutching my forehead in an attempt to nurse this stinging pain. What just happened? I groggily open my eyes. What the hell? Where am I? What is this? I look around in all directions, but as far as the eye can see, there's nothing but black, empty space. Hello? 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 Oh, it's my echo. Hello? I hear nothing but the sound of my own voice, echo into the oblivion. How did this happen? What even happened? Everything was normal just up until a few minutes ago. Up until... Suddenly, I hear something walk towards me. I'm able to make out a dark silhouette. I think I recognize that outline. Hello? The figure finally comes into my view. It's... Monica? Oh god, you're awake! Monica? Where are we? What just happened? Where are the others? What is this? Oh, you mean you don't remember? I try to remember what happened, but I no longer can. Everything is now a blur to me. No, not really. Well then, I guess whatever I tried to do must have caused you to forget everything. I guess my coding skills aren't quite up to scratch. Monica, what the hell are you talking about? What coding? You're not making any sense. Oh dear, I messed this up pretty badly. Well, I guess I'll just have to try to take us back then. Take us back? What are you talking about? Where are you taking me? To the beginning, silly. You'd need to remember something if this is going to work. Now just give me a second. No, Monica, wait. What are you talking about? To the beginning. Oh wow, would you look at that? They had the sense to slow down the auto-ending text box. Come on, guys. Get with it. I hear a loud banging on my door. I'm guessing it's Sayori. Hey! What? What's that shouting? Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead! Ugh. I open my eyes. I see my door swing open as an annoying yet sweet girlfriend, Sayori, enters my room. Hey, don't just run into my bedroom. Sayori startledly goes back outside and shuts the door. Sorry, Hallie. Oh, Sayori, always doing things without thinking. In all the years I've known her, she hasn't changed a bit. Even through the period of time where we drifted apart, it's still good to see that she's the same person. Still, ever since we reconnected and after convincing me to join the literature club, I've still learned some pretty unexpected things about her. It was only last weekend that I learned about her depression and her feelings for me. So I decided on that day to tell her how I felt. I told her that I loved her back, and, well, we've been dating ever since. Why is she here anyway? Oh right, I guess it'd make sense for Sayori to be here. Lately I've accidentally picked up on her habit of sleeping in. Dealing with the stress of everything in the last 2 weeks has really taken a bigger toll on me than I first realized. Sayori has now made it a habit of her morning routine to make sure that I don't oversleep. At least, she seems to be doing much better now. Wait, what time is it? I roll over to get a better look at my clock. Oh crap, I'm gonna be late! I launch myself out of bed and get ready for the day. And so another ordinary day of school waits me. At least we finally get to have our first club meeting since the festival. While doing an abridged version of my morning routine, a wave of nostalgia hits me as I think about the club meeting we'll be holding later today. It's hard to believe how invested I've become in the club since I first joined. But a lot of things have happened since then. I got the chance to get to know Yuri a little bit better as we prepared for the festival. I fondly recall back to last Sunday where we spent the afternoon working on the banner. A smile comes across my face as I remember the towel incident. Then there was Sayori's confession and the fallout afterwards. After the festival was over, I was honestly so burnt out that I was tempted to skip the rest of the school week. Still, I think our performances at the festival were okay. We should be getting a few new people at the very least. Despite having to perform at this year's festival, I certainly had much more fun compared to last year's. Especially since I was able to spend it with Sayori and Yuri. They wouldn't let me out of their sight for some reason.
Ellie! Are you almost ready? We're going to be late!
Just hang on. I look in the mirror to see how I look. Currently, I'm too tired to really pay much attention to my appearance. That ought to do.
You ready yet?
Yeah, come on in. Sayori enters my room again.
Hey, Holly!
She beams at me. Hey, Sayori, you're looking great today. Sayori starts to blush at the comment.
Aw, thanks, Holly, you're too kind!
Sayori then frowns at my appearance.
Holly!
Sayori goes up to me and attempts to fix my hair. I blush as Sayori's fingers swirl through my hair. Hey, come on, is this really necessary?
You look like you just got out of bed!
Well, maybe that's because I kinda just did. Sayori and I fall silent for a second. As she continues, I can't help but be reminded of all the times my mother would do this to me right as I was about to go to school. I'd always get embarrassed when she did, especially in front of the other kids.
How much sleep did you get?
Considering everything that happened in the last 2 weeks, a lot. And I still think I need more sleep. Sayori looks a little taken aback by my comment.
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up so soon.
Did I really come across as that rude? I know that Sayori is still going through her depressive episodes, and how it makes her want to avoid being a burden on other people, especially me. Hey, it's not your fault, really. Honestly, I feel a lot more rested now. Sayori's face returns to her gleeful expression.
Well, that's good.
I really need to be more careful with what I say around her. We stand there smiling at each other, looking into each other's eyes. It didn't occur to me 2 weeks ago, hell, ever in my life, that I would have ever dated my childhood best friend. It's something I kind of always thought to myself as a what-if scenario, but I never really gave it serious thought until we started reconnecting. End of... no punctuation. I guess that after spending all that time together, we were able to rediscover that tight bond we once shared. As the memories continue to swirl in my head, I suddenly remember that we still had school. I snap out of my gaze. We should probably get going. We don't want to be late.
Yeah, you're right.
She says, slightly flustered. I can tell that she would rather stay, but we reluctantly make our way downstairs and start making our way to school. As we walk, we can't help but catch glances in each other's direction, only to quickly look away while blushing. I mumble under my breath. Gosh, we're really together now, aren't we?
Did you say something, Holly?
Oh, nothing important. The warmth of her hugs, the scent of cinnamon that radiates from her hair, that infectious smile that never fails to brighten my day. It's no wonder I fell for her. As we continue our walk, I just keep thinking to myself about the next chance we'll be able to spend some time together. As soon as we arrive at school, the morning bell rings, making all the other students scramble to reach their first period classes. Walking through the mass of other students, I can't help but reminisce at some of the memories I've had with Sayori in these halls. I didn't really realize how much I've missed out on enjoying the craziness in the hallways before classes until I started walking with Sayori again. Some of our fondest memories with each other were watching all the shenanigans in the school's halls. In hindsight, that's probably why our school started using hall monitors. Still, hall monitors or not, we always find something to laugh at. After a few minutes of navigating our way through the crowded hallways, we finally get to Sayori's first class.
So, I guess this is my stop?
I can't help but detect an ounce of disappointment in her voice as she says that. Honestly, I can't blame her, especially after my little comment from earlier. It really sucks that we're not sharing any classes this semester. We only occasionally see each other walking through the hallways between periods. Yeah, guess so. We stand there awkwardly for a moment. Well, I guess I'll see you at the literature club, right? Sayori's disappointment is quickly erased by her usual cheery attitude.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Sayori and I briefly embrace each other.
See you later, Hallie.
We release each other, her warmth escaping me as we go our separate ways. The school day is as ordinary and boring as ever, listening to the same old teachers just teaching the same old things. Eventually, my torment comes to an end as the final bell rings throughout the school. That means it's time for the literature club. As I leave my class and walk through the door, I see Sayori standing outside.
Hey, Hallie, ready to go?
Yep, let's go. And so we head off to the clubroom. We go up through the same familiar set of stairs and distant corridors that lead straight to the clubroom. I've been wondering all day if anyone new will stop by today. We got a whole week away from the club after the festival, though Monica still expected us to spread the word around about the club. I'd say that our performances at the festival were pretty well received. Not to mention, we had pretty good turnout for our event. The audience seems to love our performances. Though, I'm just glad I didn't end up embarrassing myself. Truth be told, I still feel somewhat guilty for just using a poem I found online, especially considering the others actually took the time and effort to write their poems for the festival. Not long after my train of thought ends, we finally arrive at the clubroom. I look at the door to see that the sign-up sheet is no longer there, so I'm taking that as a promising sign.
You think anyone signed up to join, Hallie?
No. Only one way to find out. I gently open the door to find out the usual scene we've become accustomed to over the last 2 weeks is still the same as ever. I see Yuri reading her book in her usual spot and Natsuki in the closet organizing her manga. I glance around the room but see no sign of Monica. Hey guys! Yuri sets her book down on the desk.
Hello, Hallie.
Anybody new stop by?
No, not yet. It's just been me and Natsuki. Monica hasn't even showed up yet.
That's odd. She's usually here by now.
Natsuki must have overheard us as she walks up to join the conversation.
She's probably sulking that nobody decided to sign up.
Natsuki, maybe you should be a little bit more understanding of Monica's feelings. The festival did mean a lot to her, after all.
I know that, but I still don't see what's the big deal with getting new people. I'm fine with what we have right now.
I am too, but try to be a little considerate when Monica comes in.
Wait, nobody even signed up?
Nope, at least that's what I got from seeing Monica around today. She looked rather down.
Sayori frowns upon hearing this.
Oh, poor Monica. You should cheer her up.
Cheer me up how, Sayori?
An all too familiar voice sternly asks. Oh crap. We turn around to see Monica standing by the doorway. As she enters the room, her footsteps are heavy. Judging by the look on her face, it's easy to tell she's looking rather dejected. Yuri, sensing the incoming tension, quickly attempts to hide behind her book, while Sayori, Natsuki, and I stand there dumbfounded. They all look just as surprised as I am at Monica's sudden entrance. Oh, hey Monica, we were just, All words escape me in this situation. I look to the other girls to bail me out of this situation, but nobody has anything to say. Monica sighs deeply, trying to steady her breath.
It's all right, Hallie. Everyone, take a seat.
Everyone takes a seat in the front row as Monica looks on. Monica starts slowly pacing the floor in front of us.
So, it's true that despite the glowing reviews we got at the festival, nobody signed up to join our club.
Natsuki shifts around awkwardly in her seat, as if Monica was directly addressing her. Just how much did Monica overhear?
Which, in and of itself, is unfortunate. We put in a lot of effort to make it the look its best at the festival, and it was all for nothing.
Everyone avoids making eye contact at Monica, wanting to avoid her disappointed gaze.
We tried our best, and in the end, we couldn't attract even one new member. Maybe if I did something different, we would be better off. This is my fault.
I exchange looks with Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori in an attempt to figure out what we should say. It's pretty clear to all of us at this point that Monica's really hung up over this. After a moment of silence, Yuri is the first to speak up.
Hey, Monica.
Monica turns her full attention to Yuri. Yuri immediately averts her eyes as she starts shifting her feet on the floor. Surprisingly, Yuri pushes on with what she has to say.
Listen, it isn't your fault that we couldn't get anyone new to join our club.
Monica closes her eyes, seemingly trying to fight back tears.
You pushed us out of our comfort zones to give us an opportunity to make something fun for all of us. And I can say that from my experience from the preparations, it was well worth it.
Yuri shoots me a quick side glance. I know exactly what she's referring to. Unfortunately for me, Sayori caught that, and she shoots me a quizzical look. The funny thing is, I haven't quite gotten around to telling the others that Sayori and I are now a couple. The only one who knows that we're dating is Monica, and I still have no clue how she found out. I assume Sayori must have told her, but I haven't bothered checking with her about it. And saving me from further embarrassment, Natsuki is the next to speak up.
Oh, come on, Monica. Don't be so hard on yourself. I had fun preparing for the festival. I always enjoy baking, so I wouldn't say it was all for nothing.
Sayori turns her attention back to Monica.
Monica, Yari and Natsuki are right. There is nothing we could have changed. We made it about as fun as we could, and even though no one joined, that's not so bad. We still get to hang out and have fun, just like we always have.
Finally, it's my turn to speak up. Yeah, Monica, you're a great club president, and I couldn't be happier with what we have now. If no one wants to join, that's on them, not you. Monica opens her eyes and puts on a thankful expression.
Yeah, you're right, everyone. I don't know why I was getting so hung up over this. I just wanted to push our club to new heights. It's my responsibility as the club's president to grow our club and to share what we have with others. But I can accept the status quo for now if that's what everyone wants.
We all look to each other and nod.
Yeah, what we have now is fine. It's quality over quantity, anyways.
I'm content with our current membership as well.
I love spending time after school with all 4 of you, and I wouldn't change that for the world.
Yeah, let's keep what we have now. I've really enjoyed getting to know all of you over the last 2 weeks. I wouldn't want to see that change because of new members. Monica looks to all of us one by one as we voice our opinions. She nods grudgingly but approvingly.
It's settled then. As president of this club, it's my responsibility to listen to each of you. So, based on everyone's feedback, we'll keep the Literature Club at 5 members. At least for now.
Despite her agreeing with us, I can't help but feel as though she still isn't completely satisfied. Oh well, I'm sure she'll get over it soon. She's a strong person, and I know she can overcome anything if she puts her mind to it. Soon after the discussion disperses, we all resume our respective activities. Since I have really nothing better to do, I decided to see what everyone else was doing. Who should I hang out with? I think we should talk Sayori first, because this is her freaking out. I first go to Sayori.